Komatsu D65 PXI Smart Dozer. The Komatsu PX is the wide pad version. I'm gonna test this machine out. First time inner. I've been on it for a few hours already. There's a bunch of things I don't like. First of all, the blade is not tall enough. Dirt just comes over. Should probably pitch the blade forward. On the blade there in the center there's a turnbuckle and you can adjust the pitch that way. The tracks I don't like. I don't like that final drive. For one, it looks stupid. Two, the rock guards on the bottom there. It's nice that it's a rock guard the whole way, but you can't even see your rollers. So, are they spinning? Are they cracked? What's going on under there? Can't tell. Inside the cab, let's have a look. Decelerator, brake. Now, what I don't like is this thing. You got one there on this side. You got one there. I don't like that. The ripper's right there. The seat is facing forward, so you have to like turn your neck back all the way to see what you're doing. I would hate to rip all day with this machine. There's the awesome high-tech stereo. There's the mount for the TopCon control box. This dozer is TopCon integrated, massless. So the way that this dozer knows the grade change and where the blade is. In the hydraulics, for the blade lift and the tilt and whatnot, it has sensors within the hydraulic stroke. And that tells the TopCon system what the blade change is and whatnot. So it does a bunch of math calculations and yeah, there you go. GPS dozer, no mass. One more thing that I don't like about this dozer at all. See those hydraulic hoses? They're really close to the track. Now, if they move over just a bit, or you catch a rock on your pad as it comes back or something, it's going to rip those lines right off. Bad idea. I don't know why they would even make it like that. Anyway, this dozer is tier 4. Not a fan of the tier 4. It has the exhaust burner in it. And yeah, let's go inside and see what she can push. It starts kind of like shit. Yeah, I don't like how that sounds. Doesn't sound healthy, that's for sure. So this dozer is almost new. It's got 700 hours or something like that on it. And I'm going to do some slot dozing. I'm going to push down a bunch of this pile that I'm on here, straight ahead. This pile might be soft, so that's why I'm using this dozer. I'm going to bulk a bunch out down there. And then I'm going to hop in the D10. And then I'm going to push it that way and pad over that whole wet area with the 10. Don't want to bring the 10 up on the pile. Might be soft. Plus, I want to see how much this thing can push in the slot. So let's go. See what this thing can push. So I'm in first gear going forward and reverse. I'll be slot dozing, so I'll build a slot, and I'm going to start at the beginning of the pile, and I'm going to push right down the hill. So I'll be using the machine's weight going down the slope to add to the pushing power, so I can push more dirt. So I'll start at the beginning and slowly work my way back, always pushing downhill, and I'll make a nice big pile out there for the D10 to push that way. I'll get my ramp established. Don't want it too steep, then it's hard to back up. Got a nice backup camera, I like that feature. Start with a single slot. Once I get this slot moved back, I will start over and make a new slot right next to it. And when I'm done both those slots, there will be a wall between each slot. And then I'll take out that wall. You want to keep that slot and have two different slots that are divided so your dirt doesn't spill out. The whole point of the slot is to keep dirt in the slot and have walls on each side. I'm not a fan of this dozer. I'm in first gear, but it's like it has half gear, so you take your foot off the pedal and it doesn't have instant power. There's a delay. It's like it has half power for a couple seconds and then the power kicks in. I don't like that. Dozer also has an auto transmission shift. I don't like that whatsoever. There's a huge delay as it shifts from first into second and vice versa. So you're always waiting for power. Don't like that. Does have good vision. Doesn't turn very well, it's not very nimble. When you turn, it only turns at like, I don't think not even at a 45. So you gotta do super wide turns in this thing. It just doesn't turn. That's why I like John Deere, because you can spin a donut anywhere. I actually find that this dozer turns worse than a cat. Now I guess once the power kind of kicks in and you get pushing, it does push a fair amount of dirt. I'll give it that, but you need constant power. I haven't ran this very much, like I said. Still kind of doing some different things to test it and whatnot, but so far I have to say I don't like it. I'm trying really hard to like it, and I don't like it. Got some chunks of frost there. I need to push those out of the way. I don't want to build my bridge over the wet spot with frost. I'll push all the frost out after. My slot, I can't go too deep. This was a frost pile. So I'm going to go down until I hit frost. Then I'll move over, start my other slot. So right here, that's about as deep as I'm going to go. So I'm hitting frost. So I'll move back. I'll bring from here to there, all down to that elevation. Where I'm finding the frost. Don't have full blade, so I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to take another push. So then I'll have lots of dirt to carry out that way. Joysticks, like it has a nice grip. I remember back in the day I ran a D51 when they first came out. I don't know, it was like 2007 or something like that. And for the blade, for the angle on the blade, you had to actually twist this joystick, which was okay, but you'd have a sore wrist because like it was pretty hard to twist. Doing that all day long, hard on your wrist. Now they have a switch like John Deere and Cat's power tilt. Dumb little switch right here. It's okay, but still getting used to it. So when I back up, I just look in the camera. I'm in my slot. Everything looks safe. I like the backup camera. Now on some other dozers, the screen for the camera is actually mounted on the side here, which I don't really like. You just got to turn your head to see where you're going. look straight ahead. This dozer also seems weak with the hydraulic lifting power. Come on. Blade on this is a standard 6-way V-Pat blade. Komatsu dozers, I'm not really a fan. The only ones that I really like are the D51, 61, 155, and the 475. The rest I don't really like. See, that's as much as I can turn. Stupid. So I'm going to move over, make another slot, leave a wall right there. I got some frost out there, which once I'm done this slot, get a pile there, I'll remove all the frost. So same thing, establish my ramp. Take a couple pushes. Hear that delay? I don't like the transmission shift rate. On the next shift, listen.